wherever you're joining from. And once again, thank you for being here. So what we want to do is, or what we always do is to support ourselves, is to just to help ourselves to get better. So, and we felt that we should do we should do this for a change, all right? So that you can help some people that have reached out in terms of needing advice or guidance. And we felt that we should just do this for a change. Of course, next Saturday we'll be looking at Excel, which we've all agreed on. So today, what we want to look at is something that relates to digital marketing, how we can leverage on that to help us get better. Please let us confirm you can hear me. You can give a thumbs up just to be sure that you can hear me. My internet is fine. You can just give a thumbs up. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you, sir. Good. All right, so I'm going to minimize this, and this is recorded. I have started recording. I'm sure we can see this. So, and it will be made available. We'll be able to access it. So let me put this on slide mode. Good. I will just pause the music and I'll move to, let me, just a moment. Okay, you know what, escape, and let me just move to this one. So, because I have a lot of music, so if I move to the next slide, it's just going to play all of that. So what we'll be looking at today is, I mean, this flyer was shared within the community and maybe outside the community also. And we have someone in the house who is going to help us, I mean, just give us some hints as regards to what's to be done. I've known him for more than, I've known Odrak now for, I think since 2000 and maybe 13, 14, maybe 14, yeah, around that time. And he has worked, I'm sure he will do that when he has the floor. He was the one in charge of some international brand like Cold Stone and many others. So he was the one doing whatever it is, all those beautiful things that we used to see, and of course, a lot of things behind the scene for them. So he has worked for several years, so he'll be able to share all of those tips, all of those ideas. I can tell you also, he has helped our own company, like our own, like one of the places I worked. He has helped us, and of course, his impact has added value to us. So it's someone that always help and is always willing to help too. So I would just call on Udwak. Let me see. Udwak, please, you want to check your mic? Are you ready for us, please? Hello, Udwak. Your mic. Okay, can someone confirm that you can hear me just to be sure again?
Yes, I am. Good
Okay,
morning.
good. So I will stop sharing because I really want whatever minute we want to use, I want everyone to get value for that. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that you can take it away. Um, so so that I don't do too much of introduction. So you can do it. So please, you have the floor. You can share your screen and let's get started.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
You might want to
My
come
name is
closer to your mic. Maybe I think it's low.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, it's better now. It's better. Very good. Like,
Okay.
then we can see your screen. You're already sharing, so we can see your screen. Just so you know, you can see that you're sharing the entire
Okay, you
screen.
can see
So
my screen now.
yes, we can. I can see it. So I believe others can see it too. Please, if you can see a screen, you can give a thumbs up. But just know that I can see it. I can see a screen. I can see introduction to social media. So please, Udrak, you have the floor. You can take it away.
Okay. Thank you very much. Um, so Mr. Jide has already done the introduction, so I'll go to the main topic. So we're going to be looking at the class objectives, understanding digital marketing basics, social media marketing, email marketing, content marketing, and then we would have session for question and answers. So here, so our objectives is to gain a solid understanding of digital marketing and its various components, develop hands-on skills in social media marketing, email marketing, and content marketing, and then have the ability to apply what we've learned into real-life scenarios. And then after this class, we can talk behind the scenes for resources. So the first thing we need to ask ourselves is, what is digital marketing? So I'm sure you're surprised that I'm talking about digital marketing instead of social media. So why I'm taking this route is that social media cannot exist without digital marketing, and social media is under digital marketing. It is one of the tools or one of the strategies under digital marketing. So digital marketing refers to the use of digital channels, platforms, and technologies to promote and advertise products, services, or brands to a target audience. What are the key components of digital marketing? Like, what platforms make up digital marketing? Here we find that social media is part of it. So in this list we have SEO, social media marketing, content marketing, email marketing, pay-per-click marketing, affiliate marketing, influencer marketing, analytics and data driven marketing. So now let's bring all of these components to real life situations. When I was in Cold Stone Creamery in 2013-2014, we were just getting to know about SEO, but we were currently doing social media marketing. So after research and training, I and the team and I were able to come up with all these components to get better results. So what did we do? So for SEO, we had to open a Google Ads account and then a Google Analytics account. Then for social media marketing, we already had Facebook and Instagram existing, and we were already using that to engage our audience. The content marketing had to be worked on, meaning we had to send out surveys to understand the pain points of customers. For example, for every, for example, on the website, there was no space for feedback. So on the contact us page of the website, we had to add the feedback form where people can send in their complaints or send in. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello? Okay. So we had to create a feedback form at the contact us page, website page, where people can send in their complaints and send in their suggestions. And also on Twitter, because Twitter is real time, we had to change the strategy of, because before we used to um, post whatever we post on Facebook and Instagram and on Twitter. But according to our research, we found out that Twitter is real time, and we had to change that strategy to customer service. So we use Twitter as customer service, meaning people rant a lot on Twitter. So when people are ranting about our products in either of the location, whether Sulere, Ikeja City Mall, Enugu, Port Harcourt, or Abuja, we we attend to that customer. So we had a content marketing strategy where when a customer comes to the public to rant about either a parchment paper, either them finding a parchment paper in the ice cream or they found hair in the ice cream, we will direct them to the direct message, the DM, for us to continue. Once we now find out the store location and the time that this happened, and then ask them for picture evidence or video evidence, we would tell them that we will get back to them after our internal investigation. So we'll now go to the store and confirm this, and if there's a need for us to compensate them to avoid legal issues, because many of them used to charge Cold Stone Creamery to court. Then some people that used to complain about allergies, we had to handle that as well. So that's an example, a real life example of how we use our content marketing strategy. Twitter, for example, as our customer engagement. For Facebook, we used it to engage our customers. So Facebook is more of family oriented. So the messages we pass on Facebook was targeted towards family. Then for Instagram, Instagram is more for young people. And then the message sent on Instagram is different from the message sent from Facebook. So it is not wise to send the same message across all social media channels. For email marketing, you send targeted personal messages via email to a group of people. So a real life example of this is um, towards the end of the slide, I'll be talking about email list, building an email list. So over the years, we have pop-ups and avenues where we get information from our customers, either in store. For example, when a customer comes in store to buy ice cream, we can have a small card for them to input their information and then give them a gift or give them an extra topping. That's how we're getting building email lists. And then based on our knowledge, the pain points of customers or what they like, we're able to send personalized messages to those customer emails, talking about the latest ice cream in town, um, promotions, discounts, and then birthday messages as well during their birthday and then during the holidays. Then for pay-per-click advertising, we ran PPC advertising across all social media channels, across Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, now X. So if you notice, we don't use LinkedIn. It is not like LinkedIn is not a good social media channel. Is that it is not the best for FMCG food for the food industry because um, unless so it now depends on your niche. Unless you are a manufacturing. So if we're manufacturing the items the for creating the ice cream products, yes. And if we're selling in bulk,
Okay,
yes,
sorry,
we can use
Udak, just a
LinkedIn.
moment. You can help us manage. There is this a bit of crack or some scratch like noise around you. So please just help us manage that.
All right, please hold on. That's the fun. Let me just
Okay, thank you. Sorry, everyone. So I can assure you that what he's trying to do to us today, or trying to show us, he's so of course it has
Does it
helped
sound
us, it
better?
has helped many organizations. Yeah, I think it's better. Please go ahead.
All right. So for pay-per-click advertising, we've run ads
But
using
come
Meta
closer.
Business
I
Suite.
can hear you, but I want it to be
How about
louder.
now?
So that yes, it's fine.
How about now?
It is
Okay.
good now.
So for pay okay. So for pay-per-click advertising, we've used platforms like Meta Business Suite. Back then, it was called Facebook Ad Manager. That was around 2012, 2011. It's not called, it wasn't called Meta Business Suite, and that time it was still Facebook. So Facebook Ad Manager or Meta Business Suite to run ads to targeted audience, and Instagram was separate, so we were running ads on Instagram as well, and Twitter as well. Then affiliate marketing. So the way we did our affiliate marketing, that's to partner with other businesses or individuals to promote products or services. We did a research online, and then we engaged um, people that had a significant following online. And also we sent a message to people who were interested in the product, who are interested in helping us to sell the product as long as we reach an agreement between the brand and themselves. So some of them can, so for the affiliate marketing, people who had stores like Adidas store, like ShopRite, or stores within the palms, if they want to sell some of our ice cream products that is packaged, we can reach like an agreement, and then we'll have some of the Cold Stone ice cream products within their refrigerators. And that was part of helping us to create brand awareness and also to reach locations we could not reach on a normal day, and also the gap of sending delivery services that can hinder us when it comes to serious traffic as well. For influencer marketing, we did research on influencers to know the type of influencers that we can use to reach a larger audience. And when we got the influencer that we could work with, we drafted an agreement document. And within the agreement documents, we had to list out their roles and responsibilities and our own roles and responsibilities, and then the expected results before we made the payments and they started doing their work. The most important part of all of this, the most important part of the components of digital marketing is analytics and data-driven marketing. So when you're running ads using Facebook Ad Manager or Meta Business Suite, you need to optimize it. So when people say optimization, optimization means you need to go back and check the data. For example, if you run a campaign, a lead generation campaign on Meta Business Suite or Ad Manager, or you're running a conversion campaign or a brand awareness campaign or an engagement campaign, you need to go back and check if your target audience is responding well to it. What's the cost per click? What is the reach like? Is it reaching more accounts? Is it cost per click affordable, or is it more expensive? So if it's more expensive, it means Facebook is finding it very difficult to reach people. So what solutions are you going to provide to that? So if it's a lead generation, are people inputting their information like their full name, email address, and phone number? If not, what strategies would you need to put in place to make sure that you are getting your desired result? So your data analytics will give you things like cost per click, will give you reach, will give you the amount spent, and then duration as well. Does anybody have any question before I go to the next slide?
There's no question, but I just still manage. There's a bit of that scratch here and there. So please, if there are questions, please, you can raise our hand. We can drop it on the chat. I can assure us of something. This is what we have used. This is what we have tested. So even as a data analyst, is already telling you that all of those ads you will need to analyze to make sense and know what that need to be done. So please proceed.
Okay. So the next slide talks about what makes digital marketing key to a successful business. What makes digital marketing important? So
just a moment, Uduak. Is
Yes.
it possible to position that fan somewhere? I mean, there's still this.
I've switched off the fan. It's a ceiling fan.
Okay, so maybe it's your mouse or something. So, but just go ahead. It's fine.
Okay. So, what makes digital marketing important? Global reach, the ability for businesses to be able to reach, to break border and reach different audiences globally within the continent is a very good advantage. Cost effectiveness, it is less expensive to run your adverts online than to run a billboard, a TV ad, or a radio ad. Targeted advertising, you can target your audience demography, interest, and behavior more accurately compared to when you're running a newspaper ad, a magazine ad, a radio ad, or a TV ad, or even a billboard ad. Measuring results, you can track performance in real time, measure key metrics and consumer behavior. So as you're running your ads and you are inputting your interest, by the time you run your ads for 3 to 6 months, you can understand the pattern. So data analysis helps you to understand the pattern and behavior of your consumers. So the more you understand your consumers, the better you can serve ads relevance to their pain points. So that's what measuring helps you to do. Interactivity and engagement. So the ability of your consumers to interact with you in your direct message on Facebook, either in your inbox, on Instagram, on Twitter, helps you to understand them better and also helps you to build a very strong relationship with them. Then personalization. So you communicating with interacting with your audience helps you to communicate with them with their name, and also whatever pain points they're talking to you, you're able to relate with them and content.
Just a moment. Please, if you join, you can mute your mic. But Uduak, someone drop a message. Maybe it's still regarding your mic. She said it sounded like the mic, but she couldn't finish. So Just help us,
All right,
but
so moving
proceed.
to
Thank
another
you. No, you are
another
far
location.
away from the mic now. It's very low.
Yeah. I've moved to another location. Is it better now?
It is, but you need to come closer to your mic. It's as if you are far away.
How about now? Is it
Yes,
better
it
now?
is clear. It is better. Thank you.
The noise is not there again.
I think it's not.
Okay. All right. So 24 hours availability. So because the internet is always on 24 hours, we can get results um, instantly, and we can know when those results are coming in. Okay, so the next on the slide is what tools are used for digital marketing? What tools helps you to be productive? So for analytics and data analysis, we have Google Analytics, Adobe Analytics, and Hotjar. When it's advisable that when a professional, a digital marketing professional, is setting up his or her account, the professional should, for especially for Google search SEO, the professional should make sure that he or she sets up the Google Ads and Google Analytics. And also for Facebook, the professional should set up the Meta Business Suite so that he or she can track the performance of the ad. For SEO, we use Ahrefs, SEMrush, Moz, or Google Keyword Planner. Ahrefs is paid for, SEMrush is paid for, Moz is paid for, but Google Keyword Planner is free and is embedded within your Google Ads. For social media management, you can use Hootsuite, Buffer, or Sprout Social. What that does for you is it manages all your it manages all your online posts and engagement. That's what it does. So, for example, when you have created your content calendar and you have your images and videos for the month, but you don't have the time to be posting every day, you can open your Hootsuite. You can open your Hootsuite and schedule all the posts and content on your Hootsuite, and then schedule the days that the AI should post for you. The same thing is done in Buffer and in Sprout Social. What all of them share is scheduling of your post. They can also help you to understand your audience. For example, if you put a setting, if you put a setting that your audience that the application should notify you when they talk about your product. Say for example, if you are um, selling shoes, or you are selling makeup, or um, you are selling books. If on the internet a particular audience mention your product, the application can just send you a notification that this person is talking about it, and then you need to craft out a strategy on how to reach out to that person or how to boost that your product online. For email marketing, we can use MailChimp, Constant Contact, and then HubSpot. There are several more as well, but these ones are popular. Content creation and marketing. You can use Canva. Canva is for web-based designs. Grammarly is to help you create better sentences while creating your content. BuzzSumo does similar work with Canva. Corel Draw is for designs. Adobe Photoshop is for designs. Adobe After Effects is for video, adding effects to your videos. Adobe Premiere Pro is for editing your videos. And then CapCut does the same thing with Adobe Effects and Adobe Premiere Pro. So for pay-per-click advertising, as mentioned before, we use Google Ads and Meta Business Suite. Then for CRM, we use Salesforce, HubSpot, HubSpot CRM, Zoho CRM, and Pipedrive. Then for marketing automation, we use Hotspot Marketing Automation, Market2, and MailChimp for automation. So I'm sure you'll be asking, what is automation? So automation is you create a series of trigger to send content. So let me give you an example. When I was creating an marketing automation for Custom Creamery, um, I did it in such a way where if a customer goes to our website and impute his or her information to purchase a new ice cream product, that information automatically goes to MailChimp because we have linked MailChimp to the backend of that landing page that we created or that pop-up that we created on the website. So once that information is in, it triggers our first information. So if the customer is a new person, the first email that is sent automatically from MailChimp to the customer's email is a welcome message. Then we can now set that automation to say on Monday, we send a welcome message. On Tuesday, we send another email. So it's done automatically. Another email is being sent on Tuesday at a particular time that talks about all the products. Then we can now give space on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we can tell the computer to send another message that talks about the promos that are available. And then on Friday, we can send another message that talks about an event or an upcoming event or talk about our different locations. So that is how automation works. So it's a set of triggers that are only activated depending on the desired actions being taken by customers. So the next slide talks about what is social media marketing, an overview of social media marketing. So for Facebook, there are three things that with experience that I am usually focused on, that I would advise people to be focused on: audience, content, and features. So for Facebook, you focus on your demographics, your interest, gender, profession, and several other interests. But you need to be careful how you pick all those interests because you need to pick them based on the survey you have conducted. It is always advisable that before you embark on any marketing journey, you have basic information about the brand's audience. For example, if you are being given a job of wanting to grow, let's say a business as an objective, like back then, Custom Creamery wanted to open new stores in different locations in Nigeria. Now, we couldn't just go to Port Harcourt or go to Jos or go to Abuja and just find one land and open there without knowing if we were going to make profit for doing so. So we had to throw a survey asking people, where do you want us to open a new store and why? And we started getting in feedbacks. And the number of feedback, so we had a threshold, we had a goal. If our feedback reaches 1,000, then we're going to open our store in that location. And that was the strategy we used in opening stores in different locations within Nigeria. And they have been bringing in profit because that is what the consumers wanted. People that wanted stores to be opened in a particular location in Port Harcourt, we had to get the survey. And when the survey exceeded the 1,000, we went to the management and said, based on this data, this is where we would advise you to open a new store. And when they did that, they started getting their return on investment. And based on that trust, we kept on building stores based on data. So here, demographics, interest, gender, profession. Then for content, it has to be relevant, visually appealing content, and storytelling. So for relevant content, you have to know what is trending, what is happening within your environment to craft your content to suit that and also putting your brand within it. Visually appealing, it is always advisable for digital marketing professionals to always use very clear images or very clear and sharp videos. And if in the case of audio, the audio has to be very clear without any noise at the background, because this is what is going to attract customers to you. Then for storytelling, you can craft a story behind your product. For example, when we were promoting our pina colada cake and other special cakes that we were creating in our factory, in our store, we shared stories of couples who their hobbies were proposing to them in one of our Cold Stone stores. So we had that video done. We took all the video scenes with them, and then we published it online. And during that period, we now had more people proposing to their wives within different stores in different parts of the country. For Instagram, audience they are usually predominantly younger demographics. Young people are usually found on Instagram. So the content that you're going to create for Instagram will not be the same content for Facebook. Before, Facebook is more family people, family oriented. So that means the age group will be between 35 to 65. But for Instagram, the age group will be between 18 to 25. Highly visual content as well. Then for your content, you have to focus on high quality images and short videos. Now, short videos really work on Instagram. In fact, Instagram's algorithm favors short videos more than high quality images. So when you are creating your content calendar, on Monday you can have high quality image. On Tuesday you can have high quality short videos. On Wednesday you can have so you can put them in between each other so as to create more brand awareness and engagement. For the features, I didn't even mention the features on Facebook. So for the features, you have to focus on know how to use your business pages, your groups, and then the Meta Business Suite. So your business page is different from your Facebook profile. You will need your Facebook profile to open and run your business page. Now, let me share one tip with you. If you are creating a business page for the first time, and you're also creating a Facebook profile for the first time, it's advisable for you to ensure that your Facebook profile has your profile picture, your cover banner, and at least 20 friends should be liking and following your Facebook profile first. Then you should have at least 5 to 10 posts on your Facebook profile before opening your business page. If you don't do that, the Facebook team will assume that you are a robot and you are trying to use their Facebook profile and Facebook page to do activities that are not according to their rules. And then they will restrict your page or block your page. Then when you now appeal, they will now ask you for your driver's license, your international passport to prove that you are a human being and not a robot. So in order not to have that kind of issue, it's always advisable to make sure that you have at least 10 to 20 people following your new Facebook profile. You have your profile image there. You have like 10 posts and your cover page there as well. Same thing for your Instagram. You have to make sure it's active as well. So for the features for Instagram, we have stories, we have IGTV, we have reels for creating content, and then the latest one is Instagram shopping for e-commerce. So people who have e-commerce websites, it's advisable for them to link their e-commerce websites to the Instagram shopping website. So what that does is it helps to target the exact quality audience and also makes purchasing very fast. So next slide talks about Twitter, now X, and then LinkedIn. So for Twitter, they are more about real-time updates, popular for news and trending topics. So the way you use Twitter is you check what is trending and then craft out your content to match what is trending. That way your content can become viral. Then for real-time updates, you can host an event and then you talk about the event in real time. And you can also use that to address customers who have grievances with your product or who needs more clarity about your product. Then the features that are popular on Instagram are hashtags, charts, lists, which are suitable for concise messaging. Then for LinkedIn, it is more towards professionals and business oriented people. It's ideal for business to business marketing. Content for, okay, I didn't talk about the content for X, for Twitter. So content for Twitter is short form text, images, and videos, encouraging engagement through likes and retweets. So what I mean by short form text is you have to create a thread. So you keep texting. You can have like 5 to 10 texts, and then you can create engagement with people. They will be back and forth. That's the kind of thing that Twitter algorithm likes. Then for LinkedIn, the way to use LinkedIn that is you post professional articles, industry updates, and job related contents. For real life example is this: if you have a cybersecurity company, or you have a data analysis company, or a you have a training company, you pick a topic in either of those industries or on those niche, and you write an article about it. You publish it and you share on LinkedIn. Then you talk about the latest updates of your industry as well. That will spark up engagement from people who are also within the industry in LinkedIn. Then for features, you create company pages, you join the LinkedIn groups of the niche that you're interested in. So if you're a cybersecurity consultant, it is advisable for you to join cybersecurity groups and then engage within those groups. That will help you create more brand awareness. Now, InMail is a feature that is paid for. If you're on LinkedIn Premium, you will have access to InMail. What InMail does is that it helps you to network with other people that you wouldn't have sent messages to on a normal day. CEOs, business managers, and founders, prospective clients, if you're looking for customers. That's what email does for LinkedIn. Now, the next slide talks about crafting an effective social media strategy. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, crafting an effective social media strategy. So, here's an overview of how we go about it when we are creating our strategy. The first thing that is very important when you are about to take on any social media marketing or management job is to understand your client's objective. What is your client trying to achieve? Are they trying to get more leads? Are they trying to make more sales? Or are they trying to make their brand more visible, brand awareness? Or do they want engagement? Once you can iron that out, you will now craft your strategy according to their objective. That is what you're going to have to do. So, after you have sorted out the objective of your client, then you are supposed to do a survey to know your client's audience. What is their demographics? What is their interest? What is their behavior like? And the only way you can do that is to create a survey. So you can use um, Gorilla form, Survey Monk, or Google Forms to write 5 to 10 questions. To write 5 to 10 questions on how you want to understand them. So let me give you an example. If you have a cybersecurity company and you want to know the pain points of your customers, you can have your survey and ask them, um, What security threats have you faced within 5 years? How is your security, how is your company security structure done? So those are like two examples. Or for example, if you have a food business, let's say you want to sell traditional food meals, and you're just entering a location, say a location in Adela or Deco, and you have seen several shops there, but you want to sell something unique. You can create a survey and either send a team to distribute the surveys and get feedback and also do online, or you find a way to just get your surveys across to find out the kind of meals those prospective customers like and how they like their meals to be prepared. So based on the feedback of the survey, you will now use that to also try and tie it to the client's objective to get better results. For platform selection, you need to know, so based on the client's objective, you will know the type of platform that works best for them. An example is this: if you are into if you are selling healthy meals like smoothies, like parfait, and you want to sell to individuals, then social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, most especially Instagram and Twitter is good to sell those kind of products. But if you want to sell in bulk to companies, you cannot just overlook LinkedIn. LinkedIn would help you. LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. But LinkedIn will be the platform where you are going to put more marketing budget in, because you are going to talk to human resource professionals there, you talk to founders and CEOs there, you talk to business managers there, even secretaries, anybody that can help you reach your goal or help you get to meet for a physical meeting or a virtual meeting. The company objective determines the platform that would help you achieve your goal. I've seen many clients just choosing the whole platform. They don't care. They say, oh, my competitors are doing it, so I must do it. No, that's not how you use platforms. You only use platforms based on your business objectives. If it's a B2C platform, you can use your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and Google Ads as well. But if it's a B2B objective, then LinkedIn and Google Ads are the best platforms to use. Content calendar: plan and schedule content in advance, ensuring consistency. Now we're in January 2024. It is usually advisable for business owners and startups to have their content planned from January to December, where you have the images you want to post, the contents you want to post, the videos you want to post, the podcast you want to have, content for blogs, the webinars, and the live videos you want to have for events. All of that should be scheduled throughout the year. Also taking into cognizance the budget you are going to spend for those events, the location, and then the number of audience you want to be present, both virtually and physically. For content mix, it is usually advisable to always mix your content, like I mentioned before, with images, videos, and infographics. It's it almost feels like when you are eating a meal. When you are eating rice Monday to Friday, you get tired. Or you are eating swallow Monday to Friday, you get tired. But what will not make you tired is if on Monday you eat rice, on Tuesday you eat swallow, on Wednesday you eat maybe fruit salad. So the more variety, the better it engages you with your meals. Engagement plan: many businesses don't usually take into cognizance engagement plan. For all the platforms you choose, you should have an engagement plan. Outline how you interact with your audience, respond to comments, and foster community engagement. An engagement plan is this: if a customer comes to your direct message on Instagram and wants to find out how much your product costs, it is bad practice to say hi dear or hello. It is good practice to say hello sir or ma. Welcome to my page. How may I be of service to you? That is a professional way to speak to your prospective clients or your current clients. You understand? So that is like part of the plan you have for your engagement. You can also have frequently asked questions. You can set your inbox on Facebook and also on Instagram to have automated responses to questions. For example, when you know that your customers are going to come into your inbox to ask for price, you can have an automated answer already. So once that is triggered, an automated answer comes up, written in a professional way. Then if they want to find out more about each product, the benefits of using each product, you can have an automated answer already created in your Facebook inbox or your Instagram settings to provide those answers. So the next slide talks about email marketing. So in email marketing, we focus on this. So we all know that email marketing is sending personalized communication to our audience. And what we consider in email marketing is the communication. How you communicate is very, very important. And then the consistency of that communication is also important as well. So here we look at direct communications costs. So for direct communications, it provides personalized communications with your audience. So what do I mean by personalized communication? You don't, so when you're sending, so I'm sure you've received mails from companies that mentions your name, and you're always wondering, how did they know my name? I just filled in my information. So how they know your name is when you go to their website and you put in your information. Message that's going to be sent to you. Hello, sir. I wanted to say something.
Okay, go ahead. I couldn't hear you for a few seconds, so I was thinking it's for my. Please go ahead. It's fine.
Okay. Okay. So the artificial intelligence, because your MailChimp has been connected to your website.
No, so sorry. You might want
you
to take that. You might want to take that again. How they get to know their names. Maybe people didn't hear that part.
Okay. 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 So for direct communication, so you ask yourself, how did the computer know my name when they say dear Tokpe or dear Ola, especially those foreign companies that send you emails. So the way it works is when you have created a landing page or a pop-up on your website, and that landing page has the fields where you put in your full name, and your email and phone number. At the back end, that page has been connected to MailChimp or Constant Contact or HubSpot. And then at that back end, you have already done an automated mail, like a welcome mail, with your HTML code telling the artificial intelligence to pick your name whenever it's sending mails to you. So, for instance, if you have 100 emails or you have 200 emails, the artificial intelligence, the AI, will pick your names for each form because the form is being sent to the back end of the MailChimp. So the AI picks that name and then addresses dear Tokpe, dear Remy, dear Ufoma, and then the welcome message is being sent. So that way, it's done easily, and then it reduces stress from you from doing it manually. Then cost effective. Email marketing is cost effective because it is not as expensive as running a TV ad, a radio ad, or a billboard ad. Very, very affordable. And then you can reach more audience with them, targeted audience with your email marketing. For targeted messaging, now you don't send, so the message you send or for the welcome message is different from the message you send about your product, and also different from the message you send about your promotions, then also different from the message you send about new features. Also, you don't send, it is not best practice to send the same messages to your 1000 contacts built created from your email list or your 500 contacts. You only send messages on email based on the pain points of the customers, because the customers are filled your, for example, now a customer comes to your survey um, under contact us, and then they put in their pain points. So your surveys, let's say you send in surveys um, every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, as some customers are filled in their pain points, or they filled in what they want, what they are expecting from the brand, or their suggestions. So the next email you will now send to them will now be based on that pain point. When the customer sees that mail and sees that you are addressing his pain point, the the possibility of that customer responding to your mail is higher than when you are sending a mail that does not address any of the challenges the customers is facing. Then automation and scalability, like I mentioned before, I talked about how automation is being created with MailChimp, Constant Contact, and then HubSpot as well, or Salesforce. So I would go over it again. You have a website, you have a pop-up or a landing page, and then your customer inputs their information. Once they click on send or buy now or sign up, the message is being sent at the back end to MailChimp for MailChimp to send the first email, which is your welcome message, on a Monday, for example. Then after 24 hours, you can now send another message on Tuesday that talks about your product. So all of that is done automatically. You don't need to do it manually. So that is how automation works. You can do that. You can even go as far as segmenting it to different customers. So there's a marketing funnel that I'll talk about later in the slide, where you can have customers who are at the top of the funnel or below the funnel. High return on investment. When executed effectively, it can lead to increased sales, customer retention, and brand loyalty. So for example now, say for instance, because when I was working in Meko Autotech, an automobile company that um, fixes faulty vehicles of customers in Nigeria and also provides spare parts for those customers. What we did is after getting after building our email list, creating surveys, and then referrals, and then promotions, we sent them welcome. So as they click on apply now or buy now, the first message is welcome. We welcome them, then talk about our product. And then when our mechanics in our different workshops within Lagos, either Sulere, Lekki, or Aja, we discovered that they had some grievances, and that was discovered in the survey we sent weekly. Once that was done, once we got a hold of it, we will now send a message addressing that their grievance, and then making a brand promise. And when what now happens is that once we are now able to solve that, they now became our loyal customers, and we're now referring the business to their friends and family. That's what happens. So as you are solving their problem, you know what their problem is. You are sending emails to address their problems, to suggest possible solutions to their problems, and also teach them or educate them about how to maintain different parts of their cars. That is how you build trust and loyalty with them. And then the most important part, measuring results. Email campaigns can be tracked and measured in real time. So when you send a mail, it's always advisable to go and check how many people opened it, how many people did not open it, how many of the emails got bounced, maybe due to wrong email address, or the person is no longer using that email address. So I remember I mentioned building an email list. So here are several ways to build your email list. So to build your email list, so let me use a real life example. When we wanted to launch our mobile app for Meko Autotech, the automobile company that fixes faulty vehicles for customers. We did a so we divided the marketing campaign to pre-launch, launch, and post-launch. So pre-launch, we had several strategies for the pre-launch of the product. Then the launch is when the product has been launched, and then post-launch is the experience we are going to have after the product has been launched. So for the pre-launch, we had a landing page that had a countdown timer that was timing the day we're going to launch. And then we had a call to action that if you want to be the first to use the mobile app, input your first name, surname, and email address, and then your phone number. So that way, we were already building our email list before the launch of the product. And we had like 30,000 email lists, emails, and phone numbers by the time the product launched. So we were now able to use that for our email marketing. And one of the ways we did that was we offered incentives. The opt-in form is what I just explained, the countdown, and then for them to opt in. Then we leveraged events. So we also did another one for us to have like a launch event for both physical and virtual at the same time. Then we also integrated our email. So when you go to the footer of most websites, you see sign in for our newsletter. So that's part of getting your email list, newsletter. Then referral programs, get 10% when you refer somebody. Then segmentation. This is what many clients don't do. It's very important. You're supposed to segment so as the email lists are coming in, you're supposed to have different segments. So you have segments for new customers and you have segments for current customers. So the messages you're going to share to new customers are totally different from the messages you send to current customers. Then customers that have grievances, customers that are having issues with your product, you create a segment for them because your messages have to be different. Now, how do we craft a compelling email content? It is extremely important that you have clear and engaging subject lines. There are some subject lines that you create that email clients like Google, Yahoo, or Outlook would throw it into the spam or junk mail because you did not craft your subject line well. If your subject line is tilted towards selling a product, email clients will throw it to the junk mail. But if your subject line is more personal, it is more likely to enter your inbox than go to the junk mail or spam mail. Then personalization. You add, so that I've explained how the recipient's name is being added using the data to tailor content based on their behavior. So is the HTML code that you use to set up that your email list, that your email clients, either through MailChimp, Constant Contact, or Zoho campaigns, that will now trigger it to put that client's name as is speaking it from the form from your website form. Relevant and valuable content is very, very important. It is always advisable to share content relevant to your client's challenges. And the only way you can find out your client's challenges is you looking at the survey form to know their pain points. Once you know a client's pain points and you have provided a solution and told them how to get access to those solutions, they will engage you. No client will want to engage you when you don't even know what they're going through or how to help their business. CTA, call to action. It is very important that for whatever content type you are creating, whether it's an image, whether it's a video, a podcast, or a webinar, you should have a clear call to action to guide your customers on your desired action. So it depends on your desired action. If you want your customer to buy your product, you can put a call to action like buy now. If you want your customers to sign up to your community or to sign up to register or to open an account in your fintech, your call to action has to be sign up. So that should be there, or else your customer will just read and drop off. Mobile optimization. Ensure your emails are mobile friendly. When you're using MailChimp, HubSpot, or Constant Contact or Zoho campaigns to set up your email, it is very important for you to click on the preview button. The preview button shows you the desktop preview and the mobile preview. The desktop preview is usually a landscape, and then the mobile preview is a portrait shape. So it is important for you to see how it will appear on the desktop view and also how it will appear on the mobile view before you post that email or before you send that email to your email list. Because most people are always on the move and they always read their emails and look at posts on social media via their mobile phone. So if your email is not mobile friendly, you will not get engagement or your desired result. Then I've always emphasized on analyzing your email performance. What you have to look out for when you are analyzing your email performance are your open rates, to know how many clients opened your email, your click-through rates, to know how many clients clicked your call to action. So if within the email you have a button that says sign up now or buy now, that button can be analyzed to know how many people clicked that call to action, to know whether it was successful or not. Conversion rates, track the percentage of so for conversion rates, you can have different conversions. Your conversions can be the number of people that made a purchase. Your conversion can also be the number of people that signed up. So if you have a sign up call to action button within your email, you can track how many people converted by clicking that button. So now some of them can click and not sign up. So your conversion is complete when somebody clicks that sign up button and then put in the necessary information to sign up. Then that is a conversion. Another conversion example is if you have a buy now button in your email and someone clicks the buy now button but did not buy your product, that is not a conversion. The person will have to click that buy now button and then purchase your product. Once that person clicks that buy now button and purchases your product, that is a conversion. Bounce rate. You need to monitor the number of emails that are not quality. So when you are getting your email list, you need to find a way. There's an artificial intelligence that can help you know emails that are genuine and emails that are fake. So as to reduce your bounce rate. Also, another challenge for bounce rate is the Microsoft 365 has a feature where, and I think not only Microsoft 365 has a client, Webmail and other email clients, Roundcube, they have this feature where it tells the AI that any mail that is coming in that is above 25 megabytes should be rejected. So when you're sending your mails, avoid adding videos, avoid adding any file that would increase the megabytes of your mail. Because if the mail is heavy due to your video or your images, be rest assured that you have plenty bounce rates, because many people have set their email clients to reject any email that goes past a particular threshold in data size. Unsubscribe rates. For you to have less unsubscription, you need to build relationship with your clients. If you are sending emails to clients that don't know you, you don't even know how you got their email, be rest assured that they will unsubscribe from your email. But if that client was the one that imputed his or her email in your form, that client is most likely not to unsubscribe unless the information you put in there is not interesting or not reaching the client's pain point. Then for segmentation analysis, you need to separate your clients. The first clients can be, so the new clients have their own separate segment, the current clients have their own separate segment, and then the loyal customers have their own separate segment, because the messaging would be different for those three segment. Then A/B testing. A/B testing, you test 2 emails to know which one works best. So now I'll want to rush through because time is not on my side. So for content marketing, I'll just talk about the headings. We have building trust and credibility, audience engagement, brand awareness, educating and informing, search engine visibility. Types of contents, we have blog, video, infographics, podcasts, ebooks, white paper, social media posts, webinars, and live streams. So here, these are part of the things that you need to use when you are creating your content. So you can ask yourself, what stands us out from other brands? You need to understand your USP, your unique selling point. What will stand you out? So when you are doing your competitive analysis, you should know what differentiates your brand from your competitors, and then align them to this. Then this is the marketing funnel I was talking about. What stage do we engage our clients? How do we engage with our clients using the sales funnel? Now we have the top of funnel, we have the middle funnel. So the top of funnel focuses on brand awareness. The green part of the funnel focuses on influence and consideration. The middle funnel focuses on lead generation, and then the bottom funnel focuses on advocacy. In the year, you can have four. You can use the 4 quarters of the year to plan this sales funnel, and you see it has different content types to get results for this. Then here, how do we use social media as leverage? How do we increase brand awareness, drive traffic to websites, and generate new leads? So the first thing you do is to plan. You also plan to reach. So you reach people using search engines. So it's important for you to have Google My Business, your Google Ads, and Google Analytics. So Google My Business is your online directory. You remember those days we used to have yellow directory that had all the contact information of customers. So now Google My Business is now serving as the yellow book directory where all the customers are there. So anytime you click on your search engine to look for somebody, Google My Business brings out that business information. Then you act. The way you act is your website, your blog, your community, and interactive tools. Then the only way you can convert your customers is through e-commerce process, your automation, your products, your price, and promotion. Then you engage your customers. Then how do we reach, act, convert, and engage? You do that through your search, your display, email, video, and then social. Then how do we influence the customer's buying decision? You do that with 3 different medias: earned media, owned media, and paid media. So for earned media, is what you earn. You don't pay for it. If your content is very good, newspaper, blogs will pick it up. So that's where press mentions are. Positive reviews. So it's always important for you to activate your reviews on your Facebook, and also encourage your customers to put their reviews for your Instagram, your WhatsApp, your Facebook, and your Google My Business. Those reviews will help you to build brand trust. Then you can also encourage them to repost and then make recommendations to their friends. Then for owned media, we have blog posts, case studies, white papers, and then we have that for the other ones as well. So so it's always important to know the type of platform. So we have Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, YouTube, and the rest. So thank you. Any questions?
Thank you so much. Please, any question? We just have 2 minutes in case there are questions so that he can answer you. Uduak is an expert on this field. He has helped a lot of organizations. I know we have spent a few minutes extra. So any question, please? Okay, if you are still on the call, if you are still here, just give a thumbs up, just to be sure, or show with the razor band. Any question, please? I can assure you that what Uduak has done for us today, they pay for him to deliver this to companies. So In short, I've been sending him messages that time is up. That's why he rushed this. I've been sending him messages that 5 minutes more, 2 minutes more, please stop now. That's why he rushed this. They pay awesomely for this. So do you have any question for him, please? If you have, you can show with the raise of hand. If not, I will stop recording shortly. Any question, please? Clarifications, question. Christiana, do you have question? Bolaji, okay, John, please go ahead. John, go ahead and I'll call Bolaji next.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jide. Thank you, Mr. Udwak. Please, my question is, for that content calendar, right? You said we can prepare it from the beginning of the year to the end. So if after preparing the content calendar, then there is a change, probably a new trend or change in business, new policies and all of that, what do you advise? Do we still stick to the existing content calendar or we have to now like go back and edit where there is a need for it?
You would add, so when you're creating your content calendar, you add an extra space because no strategy is cast in stone. There's always room to edit, to update your content, to update your strategy. So if there's any new trend, you just append it into that space for the extra in it. You don't change it. You still follow the content, but you just add it to it. Does that answer
Okay,
your
thank you.
question?
Yes, it does. Thanks.
Okay.
Mr. Bolaji, please, over to you.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Jide. Good afternoon, Dua. My first question is, all these tools, are they like apps or something that are embedded in all these, I mean, the features of all these tools, are they like different app you have to download, or they're embedded in the apps already, like the IG and the rest of them and all that? Are they features that you find in the apps already? Then secondly, would there ever be a time where you need to use something like Teams or Zooms? And if yes, would that translate to like a success of the business? Thank you.
All right. So for the first question,
Mm.
the features are embedded in the social media platforms. They come with social media platforms. Like for Facebook now, Facebook has Facebook pages, they have their groups, and they have their Meta Business Suite for their business page. That one is embedded. It comes automatically with them. You just need to create it using your Facebook profile. For Instagram, the stories, the IGTV, Reels, all, and then the shopping for e-commerce all comes automatically with the platform. Same thing with X and same thing with LinkedIn. All those features are automatically embedded in it. Then for Zoom, now it depends on engagement, your engagement plan, your customer engagement plan. If you, let me give you a very good example. So say for instance now you're a training company and you have a client that is interested in learning data analysis or project management. And according to your customer engagement plan, the first thing you should do is, after getting the customer information, that's the first step. The second step is scheduling a virtual meeting with the customer. So you can have a Calendly app that helps you to schedule meetings where you send the link to the customer inputs their objective, and then choose a date that you have selected that they can meet you. Say for instance, if you are free on Friday and on Wednesday and on Thursday on different weeks with their date and time, it will be indicated on the Calendly calendar or the Microsoft Outlook calendar. Then the client will now choose that date, and then that date is scheduled. Or you can also use Zoom to schedule that meeting. Then your third step in your customer engagement plan will now be, okay, on that day, you will now meet with the customer or with the client and ask for their business objectives and their expectation. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions?
Thank you so much. Any other question, please? Please be free, because I don't know. Udak will still come back, but with another thing. because I've told him that he need to do this. They always pay big money for this man, but I told him so he has to. At least I already told him he could have more, but I've told him that for this year he has 2 things to deliver to us. So this is one. So I wouldn't know the next one, but of course he's planning towards that. But my point is, let's take advantage of all of this. You know why I'm re-emphasizing? Because we pay. I know how much they pay for this guy to deliver this, and everywhere he has gone to, without him saying it, we have always seen the effect. And now people will say, okay, can you help us get the guy back to come and help us do X, Y, Z? So the reason why I'm re-emphasizing. But if there are no questions, I will stop recording. They will make this video available later on. So on the behalf of the community and everyone on the call at the moment, Uduak, we want to say thank you. I know that God has paid you. So thank you so much. And I'm sure everyone is also saying thank you, giving thumbs up. So thank you so much for this. We really appreciate it. And thank you everyone on the call at the moment. Let's not forget that next Saturday, we want to look at Excel, but the focus is on pivot table, and you'll see the dynamism around that. So we want to actually be focusing on maybe a topic at the time, so that everything we need to know about it, we get it. So once again, thank you everyone. Enjoy the rest of the day. We can always communicate on the group WhatsApp platform. So bye for now, everyone. Enjoy
Thank you
the
so much
rest.
for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks a lot.